Alright, welcome everybody. We're watching the big announcement for Lorcana. This has been going on for an hour now. The group here has been talking, and they've been doing some pack rush stuff. Greg pulled a Tamatoa Enchanted, completely rigged. But they've been talking before we get to the big announcements. What I'm hoping to see, because I've seen none of the leaks. I stayed away from all the leaks. As soon as I saw them, I started closing out of the links. I'm hoping to see more from Reign of Jafar. I want to see a ton of stuff from Reign of Jafar. I want to get a good little look at Fabled and see what the lore behind the Fabled set is. I'm really hoping it's just the old school Disney stuff as a full set. I think that'd be cool. And then I would love it if they just give us the name or the place image of set 10, which would be the final one this year. That's what I'm hoping for, but I'm not sure though. But there's 8 seconds left, so let's get into this now. We'll go back to this, and we'll see what we actually have going on now.
Oh my gosh, go. All right, should we do it now?
All right, let's go.
Got it. Okay.
We'll see you soon.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
Awesome. It's time to do a show. Let's go see if we can make this happen. This is such a great office. I'm really excited about being here and being in the heart of Seattle.
Imagine if this is something.
There's water. There's the Puget Sound. It's amazing.
Reign of Jafar is all there.
Amazing group of people who work on Disney Lorcana here to watch the next chapter. It's going to be fantastic. Wait, where is everybody? I told them all we got to get going. All right. I got to make sure, round up all the troops, make sure they're all here. All right, let's do it. Awesome. All right, everybody, we're going to start the next chapter very soon. Get in there, make it happen. Oh, good, Michelle. For you. Thank you. Perfect. I love that. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right, are you going to be able to come and watch the show? Yeah. All right, great. Awesome. We'll see you there. Awesome. Thank you. Awesome. Can't wait to see you there. This is great.
There's a lot of.
Of course. Yes, excellent. I love it. All right, Kelsey, did you got your signs?
No, wait.
Awesome. Applause. Yeah, everybody loves clapping. So good. Shane, are you going to be here?
Greg.
I'm gonna be there.
Excellent. Awesome.
Greg reminds me of one of my friends.
It's so much fun.
Tim
Everybody
Tam.
from game design. Of course, they're playing. They're making things happen. They're play testing. I love it. Awesome. Are you guys gonna be able to come and make it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. All right, go down to the kitchen. Make sure. Yeah. Awesome.
They're all just like, yeah, now we're going.
All right, treat. I can't wait. This is gonna be so fun. All right, everybody over here from marketing. What? All right, we need that energy a little bit higher. One more time. Yes, all right, I'm gonna need you guys. I need you all to make it happen. Awesome, cool.
Is this
Coming
Tim
together.
Tam?
What's happening? All right, Matt and Renee, you coming?
Fantastic.
Awesome, I can't wait. Oh, Mike, what are you working on?
Villainous, of course.
Villainous.
All right, sweet. And that's all happening right here. Oh, God, look at all these amazing things. What's up, Moxie? Moxie, I want to talk to you. All right, you can go away. That's fine. We'll talk to you later.
I'll bring the puppers.
I can't wait to play all of these games right now. They work on it right here in this office, which is fantastic.
Oh, that's kind of
Are
cool.
you gonna be able to?
There's got to be so much.
Well, we have been rehearsing this whole time, so she better be there, right? Okay.
There's got to be so
Excellent.
much
All right.
that they're
Good to see
showing
you.
right
You
now,
able to come make it?
like
What's going on?
in the background.
Oh, is that right now?
It's happening right now.
All right, I'm on my way.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's gotta be
I
so
just wanna
much-
show off this because I love all these games. Anywhere where there's a whole bunch of games
Like
playing,
in the background here, there's got to be some like Easter eggs and like
Right,
little
awesome. Wait,
sneak
Do you know what we're
peeks
saying?
right, like there's got to
Great.
be.
Awesome. All right, come on, get started. We got to get all these people involved. This new office is fantastic. Look at all these amazing conference rooms, places to sit, places to be. There's playtesting. It's not happening in there right now, but it does happen in there sometimes. It's happening. It's amazing. All right, I think there's one more thing. Oh, yeah, I think Kyle is in here. He said he was working on something really important. Hey.
So I think I have finally figured out where this pattern goes. It's a signature.
This does not make any sense. What is this?
This is rules, man.
We drop all this right now. We got to tell
3,
everybody about
4,
the next
30,
chapter. What's
6,
happening?
20.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll be right there.
Okay. All right. What?
That was 7 words.
7 words? 7 words? No. All right. This is gonna be okay. I swear to
This
God.
is ridiculous. This is a
gonna be fun
ridiculous
because Over
start.
here, you can see. I love that this is in the heart of Seattle. This office. It makes me have my heart sing a little bit as a Seattleite. And then look, we got the Space Needle right there. Everybody is.
Oh, that was kind
in
of
that
cool.
building right now. They are playing the Disney Lorcana trading card game. Maybe. I don't know. I think so. Look, the elevator's going up. It's in there. They're going to be playing. That means that everybody has had time to come and be a part of this show. I can't wait. It is going to be fantastic. Everybody's here. Oh my God, look! You all are here. You made it. Oh my God, I can't wait. I don't need this anymore. I want that right
This
down
is
there.
wild compared to what they've done in the
Hello,
past.
everyone. Welcome to the next chapter of the Disney Lorcana trading card game.
Compared to what they've
I
done
am
in the
so
past, this is
excited
wild.
to be here and talk to you all about the fun stuff. We've got a lot of information, a lot of announcements, a lot of content to go through
Okay.
over the next hour. It's going to be fantastic.
Another
I'm
hour?
taking a deep breath
All right.
in order to be able to say it all. It's amazing.
Okay.
All right, so first off, I am Greg Tito. I am the communications director for the Disney Lorcana trading game at Ravensburger.
Nope, wrong one.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate you for clapping for me. I really needed it.
There we go. Oh, dang, there we go.
First off, I want to tell us all about an amazing time. Gen Con 2023. It was when the Disney Lorcana trading card game launched.
Ooh.
I was on the outside looking in, and I was so excited to see everyone excited about this game.
you know what,
There
here, let
were
me do this. Let
lines
me go,
around the
let me
block.
go.
Everyone was
I'll
so
go bottom
jazzed
right.
about what was occurring. These amazing cards were everyone's portals into this new interpretation of
I remember
many
when this first
different
came out,
Disney
I couldn't
glimmers
find
and
it for
characters,
the first
and it was exciting. Since then, there
4
have been a lot of
months,
amazing
I
things. We'll
think.
get to
I
all
couldn't
of that.
find it in
but
my area.
I want to give shout outs to all of the amazing
So-
people, some of which are in this room, who have been there since the beginning, and that is what we're all here for, and that's why you're all going to clap, right? Yeah!
So you're all gonna clap, right? Yeah!
Can't wait. Couple of shout outs first. I want to shout out Ryan Miller and Steve Warner, the co-creators of this game.
Yes, we're not having
Making it very, very awesome. I also want to
doing
shout out
this.
Shane Hartley.
after how much he's done before.
Directing all of the creative around those amazing artworks on the cards that you know and love
The art on the
well.
cards is
Of
fantastic,
course, some of
I
the
will
people
say
who
that.
were talking about that were people who were marketing. They don't get shout outs too often, but one of them, Renee Flores, has been there from the very beginning. Renee is here! Yay! Thank you for being a big part of this community. I also want to give a shout out to Bobby Wilgris, who willed this game into existence. Thank you so much, Bobby.
There's a side of me that wants to say this is pre-recorded.
Very amazing. Of course,
I could be
the
wrong.
cards are great, the narrative is great, the design is great,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes the first thing that people see is the packaging and the artwork that brings people to want to crack it open and throw it away. But
I
it
do
is an
like that
amazing
mug
part of
that he
what
has.
makes this Disney
I
Lorcana
would
game
like that
amazing,
mug.
and that was all designed, led by Sophia Shimamura. Let's give a big shout out to Sophia.
It's also on the laptop too.
Yes.
It's also on the
Amazing.
laptop too.
And then, of course, community manager Rochelle Brady has been here from the very beginning, from that event at Gen Con in 2023, telling all of
Mm-hmm.
you about the amazing things that's happening within the community. So give a shout out to Rochelle.
Rochelle's killed it.
So great. Love her. Love her.
She's been around since like the very first Lorecast.
And then there's one person who's been supporting all of those amazing people I just listed and many of the people in this room. Jenny Webb is an amazing part of why Disney Lorcana has been here and making it all amazing. So let's give one.
For some reason, I thought Ravensburger
amazing
was in New
shout-out
York.
to Jenny
I didn't think it was in
Webb!
Seattle. I don't know why.
Excellent.
But-
All right. But that's not actually the last one. It's all of you watching at home who have been an amazing part of this Disney
Me?
Lorcana TCG community. It's all about you making this happen. Thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of it. These last 2 years have been an amazing journey for this game.
wild to think
We
it's been 2
started
years.
with the first chapter. What a great jump out of the gate, and then we've had set after set after set, 7 sets, in fact. More than 1,500 cards have been unique cards have been released for this game over that span. We've got an 8th set coming on the way, and that means there's been more than 1 billion cards presented and made all around the world, playing everywhere. Thank you so much.
Damn.
Yes, it's a journey. It's a journey.
I just realized if they ever end the game,
Couldn't
if
have
the
done
last
any
set
of
isn't
that
cool with the
without
last
all
chapter,
of you
I'm gonna be
playing
upset.
and loving this game
Just
so
throwing
much
it out
at
there.
home. So again,
Wild
you
little-
are the lifeblood of what makes
Wild
this
little thing, but,
community
like, yeah.
great. And it's what's going to bring us into the future of this game. The next chapter, as it were. We're all going to take this book, turn it to the next page. The next chapter is here.
The Reign
and I am
of
excited to bring
Jafar.
on someone who is going to tell us all about how we're going to make that happen. Elaine Chase, here she is.
There's a hey.
I can't wait. Hi, Elaine. How are you doing?
Hi, Greg. I am thrilled to be here.
Me, all of those things.
Yeah. So it's funny, right? Because you and I both watched the Disney Lorcana trading card game kind of just storm in
Yes.
and take the whole industry by surprise.
It's true.
Really.
Yeah.
Right? I've been in the trading card game industry for decades. I don't want to date myself. I've worked on
How many decades?
literally a dozen, different games, including the big ones. But the Disney Lorcana trading card game was just the most spectacular launch I've ever seen in this industry, really.
Out of the gate.
And it just blew us all away. So I am so happy to be here in Seattle in this fantastic office.
I know, check it out.
Combining my love and experience and passion for trading card games with my absolute geeky fandom for Disney. Like, I am such a Disney goob. I love Disney to death. And so for me, this community, this game, this job is like a dream come true.
I love it. It's a dream come true that we've been able to assemble this team and join the amazing folks who have been here all along. It really is feeling like a dream team.
It is, yeah. Honestly, the number one reason why I came in and joined Disney Lorcana was for this amazing, creative, passionate, driven team who just, cares so much about the product they're crafting and the community they're crafting it for, and lets their love for Disney shine through in every little detail.
It's great. It's great. I can't wait to tell them all about the amazing things that we've got planned, because Disney is a big part of all of our lives here, right? From being a young person, loving all of the materials and movies and comic books and LPs. I was old enough to have a record player that I listened to. All of this
Record
stuff.
player?
Yeah.
What about 8-tracks?
What about 8-tracks?
I think they did make 8-tracks of Disney soundtracks.
It's a long time ago.
Now I gotta try and find it. We got an 8-track player down here. We're gonna start. Yeah. And so you said you're a big Disney fan. What's been a big part of your life?
Yeah, I've loved Disney, my whole life, the more decades that I've been around in the trading card game industry. But it's not just me, right? It's being able to share the love of Disney, with my family. We're big, park goers, and we love, watching Disney entertainment, and just everything about the lifestyle is really there. It's just so meaningful, right? And there's just so many fun moments throughout so many different beautiful, movies and entertainment that are out there.
Which is a great point. There is a lot of everybody has that moment,
really
not everyone, but 90. I would say most people have that Disney moment that they remember. Like for me, it was watching Fantasia with my grandmother.
I love that.
Me and her used to watch that all the time.
The ways we can show the characters off,
so that's a big Disney memory for me, right? And I feel like everyone has that
of,
Disney
what
memory,
could be, right? If these characters were in a different scenario, and it's just really stunning.
It is, and it's multi-generational too. Because what I was going to say was I loved it when I was a kid, and I loved interacting with it as a parent, as a person I can introduce it to young people and see their eyes glow when they get to open up these packs and see these glimmers.
Yeah. So the really nice thing about the Disney Lorcana trading card game is because there are all these different moments from all these different franchises and all these different movies, you get to figure out how do you want to collect the Disney Lorcana trading card game. What does it mean to you? For me, I love cats. I have 4 cats. So I collect all the cat cards.
Person.
I'm a cat person. I collect all the cat cards, right? And so, if a cat gets open, the team already knows, bring Elaine the cats,
do
right?
people
That's how I use my executive power.
card game
It
stuff, do they get
find for
cards
me,
for free?
common cat cards and, assemble them on my desk. I love collecting
Do they get
cats,
cards
right?
for free?
I love
I feel like
Maleficent.
they would get
Maleficent's
cards
a
for free,
huge
right?
purple dragon. I'm repping her right here, right
got the
now.
purple.
So I love cats. I love Maleficent. Other people,
purple?
what they will love about the game, right?
That's not
I know
purple,
someone
is
who
it?
collects horses. Someone who collects all the Donald Ducks, right? You can collect everything from Frozen or Beauty and the Beast. There's so many different ways to make
Robin
the
Hood,
Disney
baby.
Lorcana trading card game be meaningful for you.
I love that. And so you not only love collecting cats, you love herding
all Robin
cats
I do.
into this amazing
I'm still trying to make that Robin
team.
Hood deck. I just don't have the
I want
funds
to
and
talk a
haven't
little
had
bit
the
about
time to put
something
it
because
together.
it
That's
hits
what I'm
all
working
of
on.
the notes that you're talking about, which is collecting, right? So
Collecting,
the
baby.
collection
That's more what
starter
I do
set
these
is something
days.
that we're happy to announce right now.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I'm really excited about this new product because
Okay.
it is the entry point for someone to start their Disney Lorcana trading card
Isn't
game
that what
collection,
the
right?
big
It comes
box
with everything
was?
you need. So it comes with a
Oh!
4-pocket
Fabled.
portfolio. You can keep all your cards in. It's
that's kinda
just
cool
the
looking.
right size that it fits inside
Welcome
those
to the
cute little
story.
backpacks, right?
You got a
can
Tinkerbell
bring
card?
'em to the
Oh, that's
parks
really
and
cool.
get
I
the
like this. I'm
characters to
gonna
sign
buy
them, all
this.
kinds of cool stuff like
I don't
that,
need
yeah.
another binder,
It
but I'm
comes
gonna
with
buy it.
4 booster packs of Fabled, which will be the current set when this releases later this year.
Okay.
And
We'll talk a little bit about Fabled later.
that's right. And it comes with a promo card of
Yeah, the promo Tinkerbell card.
Giant
I have
Fairy.
that. I have the
So you
regular
get to
version of
start
that,
with
so
something super special in your collection right away.
it's a pretty
as
good
soon as
card
you
to
get
start
this.
with
That's
too,
great.
as well.
I
If
love
that's
that.
your
And I love that
starter.
it's about the collecting because that is
So that's
the
gonna be
weight
the-
for so
that's gonna
many
be the
people,
gift set, 'cause,
including
like, we
young
had-
people who may love the Disney
had
characters but don't understand necessarily.
this
Oh, there's a
one,
game associated with
right?
this, and then all of a
We
sudden
had the Stitch
you're playing the
one.
game.
Really, people of all ages, right? Like I
Recently.
hear all the time.
So
that
that's gonna
people
be the new
who their
one for
love
that.
of
So I'm
Disney
wondering if that's
leads them
gonna
to
be,
start coming in through the
thing
gorgeous
they
art,
do
right?
every
It's
couple
just
sets,
stunning.
right? Or
The
like once a
level
year
of
they do
detail
one like
and the
that.
love that
I wonder
shines
if that
through
will be a
it.
thing.
The
Because that'd be
cards are
kind of cool.
gorgeous.
If they
start
do that,
collecting
it
the cards,
also
and they
helps
go, oh,
people.
well, you know,
It
I've
gives
got
them
all
a
these cards, I
binder,
might as well
right,
start
that
playing
gives
this
them
game, right?
new
And they start
cards
playing the
and-
game, and then they're hooked, right? And then they join the community and they start playing. They go to their local game store, and you know
They join our Discord. They start talking with other people who
exactly,
are collecting and how to
exactly,
get
yeah.
all the things.
Yeah.
I love that.
And all
That's
of that
fantastic.
starts from that very first moment
cool.
where you get
I dig
hooked
it.
in from your first card. Do you want to know what the first Disney Lorcana
Gateway.
trading card that really hit me was?
That's
No,
what it
which
was.
one?
Gateway.
It was the Pooh Honey Wizard card.
Huh, Honey Wizard, yeah.
So I saw that, and I actually waited in line at the Ravensburger booth at PAX Unplugged to get that playmat because I just,
Oh,
I
that's
just
cool.
loved, like I didn't know
I
I
still
needed
don't
that
have-
in my soul until
I've been
I saw
collecting
that art.
Lorcana
I
for
was
like 2 years now. I still don't have.
Oh, I needed that, right?
Actually, like a year.
That's the thing
I think
that
I'm on a
brought
year
me in,
now
right?
of
And it's just
Lorcana, maybe.
that's the power of the
Year and a
gorgeous
half.
art that
But I
we
still don't have a
and that
Lorcana
beautiful,
playmat because
you know,
it's
kind of
like
reimagining of
I
what
never
these
find
characters
one when I
can
go
be.
to stores.
The
I never find one that I
power of honey
want.
with a U.
That is
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. That's great. Well, and that means that, you know, with this collection starter set, being able to bring in new people, we're bringing people from all over the world into
That's
this
cool.
game.
Yeah, we launched earlier this year in both China and Japan. Really amazing launches. They're fantastic communities, both for trading card games and for Disney. Right? There's a park in both locations, and it's really great. Kind of coming together of trading card game and Disney fandom. So that launch has been going really well. And then we've just announced that we're going into Brazil and into
Oh.
other places in Asia this year
Yes.
also. So we are poised
Okay.
to take over the world.
Interesting.
I love that. With all of our amazing glimmers representing Disney all over the world.
That's
That's
right.
so great. I can't wait for more and more players. So that's really what it is all about.
That's really
Not
what it's
only
all about.
collectors, but players and everybody being able to join in together.
Yep.
Yeah.
More friends.
More
That's
friends.
really what it is.
More friends.
More
Yeah.
friends.
Because it builds community. It,
It
really
does.
does.
I mean,
I
that's
believe
what
that.
that's what really matters in a trading card game, right?
It does.
Is those bonds of friendship that you form, right? That you're playing the game together, but it's not just a game. It's a whole lifestyle experience, right?
It is indeed. And
Yeah.
we're excited to show that off here with all of you watching right now. So thank you
right.
so much for being a part of this and welcoming in these new people.
Yeah.
I love that. Awesome. Well, thanks, Elaine. We got some stuff to talk
Thank
to you
you.
a little bit later.
I'll be back.
All right, come
Okay.
on back.
Awesome.
Right now, I'd love to bring on Naomi Kim to talk about something that's very exciting. What's up, Naomi? I love it. How are you doing?
International
I'm doing
Product
good. How are you?
Manager.
Good.
Okay.
I'm very excited to be here to chat with you about Fabled.
Fabled.
We have
Fabled,
told
okay,
you
so this is
about
set
this set. We
nine.
know the name of it. It's been
Yes.
out there, but we are excited to say that it is coming out soon.
It's coming soon, August
When?
29th for
Ooh,
our
we
pre-release,
actually have a date.
and the full
Dope.
release is on September 5th.
Okay, it's the end of
Very
August,
very
beginning of
soon, yeah.
Around the
September.
corner.
Yeah.
All right, so
Wow.
Fabled is really a big step for the Disney Lorcana trading card game. It really is the beginning of this next chapter
It really is.
of the game.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so Fable will
key-
mark the second anniversary of Disney Lorcana trading card game.
Oh,
Already. I can't believe it's already
okay.
been officially 2 years.
I know.
And so taking all the feedback that we've heard from the fans and the community, our teams have worked really hard to put something really special together for this set. So a lot of fun new things. And as you can see on the set art for this,
It's so good.
do you have it?
I do.
Can you show it?
Show it right now. Take a
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, I love it. I'm such a fan of the
Minnie
old
and
school.
Mickey.
Minnie and Mickey.
Bro, I'm
Yes,
so- I'm
that's
such a
so
fan of the
quintessentially
old
Disney. You hear Disney and you cannot help but think
style.
Mickey and Minnie. So we thought
Right.
those were the perfect characters to highlight for Fabled.
I love how it's a callback to the first chapter,
Yes.
the brave little tailor.
Brave little Taylor.
I
Mickey,
know. I
yeah.
love that. Cool. So good. Well,
in the background,
not
right there as
only
well.
is this going to be a big part of what we're going to be talking about, we'll get some hints
little
about
more.
a little bit later, but we also have some friends returning from earlier sets in
That's
Fabled.
right.
Yeah?
Yep.
So I want to bring out one which I know is one of your favorites.
Ew, Stitch
Yeah.
Rockstar. It's so good.
Oh, they're
my
bringing it
goodness.
back?
And all his rock
Oh yeah,
stars.
because it says 9 down to the
He is
bottom.
a rock star.
Yeah, he's a
Right.
rock star.
I think he
Absolutely.
can play some power chords
Wait.
and make my hair go
So they
straight
just
up.
I'd
Hold
love
up,
to see
so-
that. So we should try to
Wait.
make that happen with it.
All right, well, let's bring Stitch on. Hey, Stitch is right here. No,
Stitch.
no.
Aw, that would be amazing.
Right. So wait. So they're bringing.
Oh, awesome.
Is this
so
like
yeah,
a
this
guest-
card is going to be available in Fabled.
In Fabled, yeah, some of your familiar favorites are coming back in Fabled.
Okay,
and
so
we're
yeah, so
excited to
it's
see the
like
fans' responses to that.
Magic has a thing
We got
called
one more, which has
special
already
guests,
been mentioned.
which they bring back
That's
cards.
way in,
So-
but it is one of my faves.
Oh my goodness, we had to bring.
Ah,
it
the
back.
Honey Wizard, baby.
I'm so happy every time I see it. It's just, it's happiness. It's
Okay, so
honey,
they're
honey
they're-
wizard. You can't get better than
Being
Interesting.
able to cast spells
Interesting.
made of honey.
Yes. Yeah.
Or is
Okay.
it just being able to cast spells with honey?
Any way you want it to
Of
be.
honey?
Oh,
I
The
don't
fact
know,
is
there's
Winnie
so
the
many
Pooh
ways
needs
to make it
a
happen.
it's Winnie the Pooh
But
needs a
it's-
wizard.
It's how I
That's what it
imagine
is.
And there's going to
It's
be
such a good
lots
card.
of
It's such a
role-playing
good
games
card.
with this honey wizard in my mind, in my head canon for that
Love
one.
that.
But yeah, no,
Love
it's
that.
very
Yeah.
interesting that they're doing kind of like quote
There
unquote
is
special
also
guests.
an enchanted version of this card.
There
Take a look
is
at
an
that.
Enchanted. It is beautiful. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Oh my
It's so good.
Oh, I want it.
The shine, the glimmer, the foil, it's so pretty.
So that's
And
what
our
Fabled
card
ones will
team
look like
did
for
a
that.
really
That
good
is
job of pulling that
insane.
frame back a little bit more to highlight more of the art.
Wow.
We can, you know, we moved some of the text and the icons a little bit, again, to showcase more of that gorgeous art.
That is
that
insane
Disney
looking.
Lorcana is
That might
really
be the
known for.
prettiest
So we've got
looking
some beautiful
enchanted I've
foil
seen.
treatments, and
Done.
as soon as you get this in your hand, you're gonna love adding this to your
Wow.
That's so great. Speaking of collections, we already kind of mentioned this a little bit,
We
but this will be something
did.
that you'll be able to see in Fabled as well.
We had to bring back Giant Fairy,
they
of
add
course.
Louis-
Tinkerbell
Louise
is
from the
iconic for
Princess of
Disney
Frog
Lorcana.
They
She's
should
another
eventually.
favorite
I mean,
glimmer
if
that
it's a
lot of
Disney thing, I'm
players and
assuming
fans
they're
have
gonna add
grown
it.
To love, so
Right.
we wanted to make sure to bring her back for
That's,
Fabled.
that's at least
And,
my
a-
thought with
a
it.
fairy that's usually about 3 or
so
4
little
inches
to
tall,
small.
being
Like,
giant.
it's
and
just
being
this
able
is
to
weird.
stomp
This is
on
not
this
weird.
ship is
Okay, it is a little weird.
every
It's weird to me that they're
character.
adding cards
Absolutely.
from older sets into this set after a
that's
year
awesome.
instead of having them
in
be like a
addition to
special
these
thing.
returning friends, we
Right.
also have a lot of requests.
Because like I
from
said,
you,
in Magic
the
they do
community,
special
about
guests,
other
and they're a
properties,
special
other
thing. They're not just a
movies,
part of the
other
set.
areas
The
and
number
characters
down
and
in the
glimmer
bottom
that
there
might be
show that it
in
was part of the
Disney
set.
Lorcana. Have you ever been asked that
I have
question?
been asked. That's something that we love asking, and I know
I think it would
for
have been more
Ryan,
interesting to see them
one of
do
the
them
things
as
that
a
he's
special
always saying that
thing.
people are always asking
Instead of you
him,
get it as a special
is,
thing,
you
right?
know, when are these new properties coming? This is one that I really, really want to
Oh,
see.
new
And
properties.
there's one that has really stood out in that
Okay.
mix, and we are very excited to announce for the first time ever in Disney Lorcana trading card game. We have a
Let's go!
It's happening! I can't believe it!
Okay, that's sick. Goofy movie is gonna be that is gonna be sick.
Finally, we've got Goofy and Max. Oh, it's all just very, very good.
Oh,
We're
that's gonna be
excited
so
for this.
good.
This is awesome.
Bow,
I love this
bow,
artwork.
bow,
It is, of course, we're not going to show any cards right
That's
now. We'll show
cool.
a lot more of the cards in which these will be
That's
featured
cool.
as we
All
get
right.
closer to the launch of Fabled. But we just
So this is
wanted to
gonna be
make sure
Fabled,
that
I
you
think
knew
they just said.
a Goofy
It's
movie
here.
is in Fabled. Yeah.
I have
Interesting.
to share. So now that it's here, Ryan would like to ask that this not be asked of him anymore. It is here. It is in Disney Lorcana. We're
That's
very happy
great.
that it's here.
It's happening.
You're
It's
That is
happening.
awesome.
I know,
That
it's
is
cool.
actually
And
awesome.
It matches up with the 30th anniversary.
30th anniversary this year. Can't believe it's already 30 years.
Did you get to see a screening?
I did not. I wanted to. Yeah.
All right, well,
I know a lot of our team members were able to go. So
Who's
we're
going to make it
excited.
to the Goofy movie screening? Yay! Awesome. I can't wait. This is going to be fun.
Yes.
That's cool.
Oh.
That's
All right.
cool.
So
That's the best
those
announcement
are some
so
of the fun
far.
things that are happening with Fabled, but we also had some more. To
That's
talk
the best
about.
announcement
Even
so far.
more new things to talk about. So we
Yes.
have new Enchanteds.
New
We have
Enchanteds.
a new property. We have now 2 new rarities that we're including in Fabled. We
New
have
rarities?
New rarities. We have heard from the fans that they really want to have new cards
What?
to collect, new rarities
Okay.
to collect, and we've heard that feedback. And our team has delivered in way above and beyond expectations. So
We
we're
really have.
excited to share that.
They've
today.
delivered almost in an epic way.
An epic way. Epic and maybe even iconic, I think.
Those
Iconic.
are 2 words that
two big
we're going to
words.
use again in the future, right now, in
Yeah,
fact.
right now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Epic rarities.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Epic.
let's check out this Elsa card, which is an epic.
It's so pretty.
Take a look.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
The shine,
interesting.
Again, our teams continue to just outdo
Okay.
themselves. You'll notice that the card frame is a little bit similar to what we saw in the enchanted cards from the first
Yeah.
chapter. So it's what we reference to as the open air card
Interesting.
frame. Again, showing more of that artwork. These are alternate versions of existing cards, and we are using existing art for now, and more
Ooh, I
to
like
come with that. But really beautiful, really
Okay,
foil
so we-
treatment.
so we got
have
an
hollow
epic
foil on
rare.
the card names as well as the icons and just a lot of really fun details. And then these will be more rare than legendary, but it'll be more common than enchanted. So
Oh, okay.
it's
Oh.
a nice little kind of in-betweener between
Okay.
legendary and
So
enchanted.
it's common.
we're excited
So
for
it's
people
common. Yeah.
to be
So
excited about
you
that.
can see it.
Right, yeah, so
Common,
when we open up
uncommon,
the
rare,
pack,
super
it'll
rare,
be,
legendary,
in
epic,
that slot,
enchanted.
Yes,
Okay,
yep, it'll be
cool.
in that slot.
And I like the
And
symbol
what's
is
really great too
drastically
is,
different.
as
Well, not
is,
drastically different, but
one
it's
step up
different.
from legendary, that same kind of gloss treatment that we did for legendary characters.
cool.
It gets a little nice shimmer on those characters.
Oh, that's
We've
cool.
done that, but we've amped it up a little bit more thanks to our card art director Shane Smith and his team.
Shane
They-
Smith!
Shane Smith! Woo! Shout out!
Okay.
They've done a phenomenal
That's cool.
job, and it looks absolutely beautiful. You have to see.
It
this in
looks.
real
It
life.
looks.
is
It looks
really, really
good.
pretty.
It's just it's
I love,
interesting. They're
the
adding a
video
new
that can
rarity
show all the glimmering
after a year.
Looks
Well, I mean, it
real
makes. I
good.
mean, after
All right,
2 years,
well,
it makes
that's
sense.
Epic.
Those are
That's
epic.
really. It's
Right,
epic.
and there are
That's
some
funny
of
as
them
well.
in
It's
this
epic.
set.
There are 18 of them. In
It's
this
18.
18.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. So
Yeah.
a lot of things to chase there
Yes,
for folks
a lot
who
of fun
might
ones
want to
to
get
chase.
these.
So how many
That's great. We're only
how many
showing one right
enchanted
now,
are
so
there?
We'll show a lot more
Yeah,
as we
we're-
get closer. All right, awesome. Well, you mentioned another word,
Another word.
iconic. even.
Iconic.
Yeah,
Oh,
so what can we
iconic's
talk about
over
this rarity?
enchanted.
Yeah, so as our teams were brainstorming and ideating around what these cards could be, really one main word kept coming back. And as we were workshopping, what do we call this? And it just became the name. It became iconic, and we are so happy
okay.
and excited
I'm
to
gonna-
show
hold a
this
second, let me
for
do
the
this
first
there.
time here
It's
on this
iconic.
beautiful display.
Oh, so it looks really
It's
good.
iconic.
They're so iconic.
Oh.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Nikki.
Oh. Also, I love how they blurred out
Sneak
the.
peek. We do have
In reality.
I love how she has to hold her hand over.
Look at that. You had that in your pocket the whole time?
I
That-
was very conscious of my arm and not to move it around. And people
That
are
looks
watching
really
me to make
cool.
sure they get this back. So I will return it. I promise
That
to our
looks really
production team.
cool.
Wow.
But it is absolutely beautiful. It is alternate versions of existing cards as well. And again, Shane Smith and his team did really, really great to even pull back the frames even
Oh,
further.
this
So
is-
again, showcasing more of this beautiful art. So it is existing versions of the card, but the art is full on new alternate art. So this one, and then we did give a teaser to the other iconic card for this set.
It's gonna be Minnie.
In our set art. So we do have Mickey and Minnie, as we talked about earlier.
That's cool.
So we're very excited for those to be the first two iconic cards of the set.
Wow.
And then what you'll see here in this beautiful animation by Josh McDowell.
Hey, Josh
another
McDowell!
shout out! Woo!
Dr. Go.
Shane and his team, one of his designers, Bob Jordan, they created a custom Lore Star foil paper.
Oh.
So this is uniquely, iconically Lorcana. You cannot find this foil anywhere
Oh,
else
that's
in the
kinda
world
cool.
except for Disney Lorcana. And
That's cool.
you can see this here.
Can I
you
hold
wanna,
it?
You want to
Can
take
I
a
touch
look?
it?
Yeah, yeah.
Can I? All right, that's great.
Okay. So
All right, so moving
this
on.
is the problem.
Love it. I love it. That was
have
clean
nice
as
Oh,
well.
this is awesome. I love it.
It's so pretty.
It
yeah.
really, you can't, I mean,
Yeah.
holding it in person.
I do
seeing
like the fact
shimmering
that
effect
each one of the
really is
symbols
amazing.
is
Yes,
so
yeah.
You'll be
unique
able
to
to hold it one day,
themselves.
hopefully.
So when you see it, you immediately
And
know.
you'll see here
right?
the red foil that's on here. This
Yeah.
is a special effect called a 3D hot stamp. So this is something that adds texture and extra fine details. And again, we continue to level up. And
Okay,
we're
I
very
dig
excited,
this.
again, for people
That's
to
great.
get these in their hands
That's
and add it to
cool.
their collection.
And we keep, just so everyone knows, we're not making the mechanics be a big part of this
No.
right now. We'll be showing those off later at a later time. So if
At
you're
a later
wondering why there's all of this
There's a
hands
thumb
in
that's
front of things,
covering
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
We are trying to make sure that we keep a surprise for everyone.
Makes sense.
as they
Makes sense.
might
Especially with it being
discover this
Fabled, that,
iconic
you
card.
know.
There's only 2 of them in this set.
There's only 2 of them in the set.
And
Oh.
I can't wait to see.
So there's only 2, so
when people
interesting.
get the videos of them opening and seeing that pack,
Yes.
it's going to be so
yeah, those
delightful.
reactions are everything. We'll,
It really
we'll,
is,
we'll
yeah.
be waiting as well.
Make
I
sure you
wanna
share
find
if you
these.
happen to pop open an iconic. I want to see it, and share it on the Discord channel. So join the Discord and make sure discard. You can discard on the Discord, but join the Discord and show us all the amazing stuff. Thank you so much. All right, for laughing at that. Thank you for laughing.
That's
We do have one more big surprise to talk about for Fabled,
We
Okay.
do.
which has already been mentioned.
a
It's,
little bit.
Herding cats. Elaine Chase
Herding
loves Maleficent, and we get to have it in this set.
We do. We get to see it as this beautiful set champ card.
pretty.
Enchanted version, even?
Enchanted
So
pretty
this,
version.
so Maleficent was one of the first glimmers that
I like
we
the- I like the
announced
symbol in the
back
bottom.
2022. Can't believe it's already been so long. It's so
right?
crazy.
3 years ago.
And we thought it was a great way to bring her back.
For like a
so
set
this is the
championship, I
champ
like the
card.
symbol.
There's a participation version of this as well on the screen. It's very beautiful. Yeah, we're excited
Oh,
for
yeah.
Gold fans and new fans to go to the local game stores.
I think that's the
and win
first.
these-
I think that was the
these,
first
cards.
legendary I got was in
All right,
Maleficent.
so that's all in Fabled.
Actually.
All in
All right.
Fabled.
So that's
We
all
do have
Fabled.
one more
Done.
very important thing to talk about with Fabled.
announcement.
Okay.
Ryan Miller, who we've talked about, is one of the co-creators of the game, brand manager. He is on vacation, but he decided to call in with an amazing video to talk about something that is extremely important for those of you who are playing in the core constructed format. It's a little something called set rotation. Ryan Miller, take it away.
Hello, everyone. I am Ryan Miller, co-creator and brand manager
Ryan.
of Disney Lorcana, and as Greg mentioned, I'm here today to talk to you about set rotation. Now, rotation is something that happens in just about every trading card game, and we do it for a few reasons. First of all, as Disney Lorcana sets are launched, the pool of available cards to build your deck with gets bigger and bigger, and we want to make sure that it doesn't get too big. We also want to take care of our new Illumineers who have just gotten into the game and may not have access to some of those older cards.
Yep, which is
Finally, it's a good way to keep the tournament environment fresh and different, as players must use different strategies for their decks. Now, I want to be clear. This change is just for core constructed. That is the format we use
Core
for our
constructed,
tournaments, such
got
as
it.
Disney Lorcana Challenge, Set Champs, and other tournament-style environments. So here's what you need to know. When Set 9 Fabled launches this August, we will rotate out sets 1 through 4. That means that cards from the first chapter, Rise of the Floodborn, into the Inklands,
Oh,
and
wow.
Ursa's Return will no longer be allowed in your core.
so doing
constructed
2
deck.
years.
For now, the plan is to do rotations annually. That means, for example, when Set 13 launches, and let me tell you what, Set 13, we finally get... We're going to have all these great cards. Anyway, when Set 13 finally launches, we'll
That's
rotate out
funny.
Sets 5 through 8. That would be Shimmering Skies through Reign of Jafar.
Okay.
This doesn't mean that all your favorite early set cards are leaving. As we mentioned before, Fabled will contain many of these cards, so you will be allowed to use them constructed. If you have a card from a set that's being rotated out but is in Fabled, you will be able to play that card. This has the added benefit of making sure that the card pool doesn't shrink too much in those first
That's
couple sets after
interesting.
rotation.
Gonna
All the
be
cards you've seen so
confusing
far
for
in this
some people,
video
but that's
are from
interesting,
Fabled,
though.
But be sure to keep following us as we release more card previews closer to Fabled's launch. And just to be super clear, I want you to remember this only applies to core constructed play. If you're playing with your friends and family,
Yeah, it don't
playing
matter.
some
It's,
other
it's
format,
tournaments
your cards are
and
your own,
like
and you can do whatever you
constructed and
want.
like that sort of thing.
At this
yeah.
point, I can hear some of you saying, but Ryan, we want to compete with all of our cards. And first, I got to say, I can't hear you. This is a video. I don't hear you. But I bet you're saying that.
Yes.
And all I got to say to that is, we've got you covered. Because when Fable launches, we're also going to launch Infinity Constructed.
Infinity.
With Infinity Constructed, cards
Okay.
never rotate out. So you'll be able to use all the cards in your collection.
That's cool.
We'll also be supporting Infinity Constructed at Disney Lorcana Challenge. And for you store owners and tournament organizers out there, you'll be able
That's
to
cool.
schedule Infinity Constructed events as well, because nobody knows your community better than you do. And finally, as we look forward to Season 2 of Challenges, we're going to work with our organizers to make sure there's lots of Infinity Constructed side events so that there's a place for everyone to play with all their cards. Well, that's about it for me, but I do want to say that I am so incredibly proud of how
I keep
much this
looking
game
in
has
the
grown,
background
both
to see if
from
I'm
our
missing
team. We have
something.
this wonderful, amazing team, but most especially how our community has grown. And that's all up to you guys. I am so proud to be part of anything
like his shirt.
that brings so many people together, that gives so much happiness
like
and
the
smiles
shirt.
in the world. And I've just got goosebumps even talking about it. So thanks again for watching.
I've got
Thanks again for
goosebumps.
playing. And I'm really excited for this next chapter as well. We're gonna
Okay,
bring
so
more
set
Lumineers
rotation's
to your
interesting
tables,
then.
More Lumineers to your stores. And I just
It makes
I can't
sense.
wait to meet you all. So thank you so much. And back to you, Greg.
Oh, thank you so much, Ryan, for
makes
calling
sense.
in and
It
doing that
genuinely
from
makes
over
sense.
there a week ago. You're the best. You're the best. Thank you so much. Thanks, Ryan. And, well, he mentioned something, a little thing called Infinity Constructed.
So it's
and I'd
gonna
love to bring
be
on someone to talk a little bit
starting
more
in
about that new
Fabled.
format. Stephen Cooper! So we mentioned how I was the new guy, but now you're the even newer guy.
That's right. I have you beat by a couple weeks.
That's
but,
right, yeah. You're in here about a month.
Dude, that hat is
Just about a month, yeah.
clean.
Got hired in March
That
and
is such a
flew out
clean-looking
here
hat.
for the reveal of all this and talking about competitive and organized play for Disney Lorcana.
Well, thank you for bringing
Awesome.
the nice weather from
been beautiful.
North Carolina, right?
Yeah, Atlanta.
Atlanta. Close enough.
Close enough.
Their
yeah.
area.
All the south.
I was
yeah,
going to say the south,
southeast,
and I
yeah.
probably should have just done
Yeah.
that. Thank you for bringing the nice weather with you from the south.
Absolutely. a little bit of heat. Yeah.
Excellent. So, yeah, you are joining in and talking all about the competitive play.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm the new senior tournament operations manager, and with that, we might as well talk about the new format, right?
Yeah.
Which is Infinity Constructed. So with the announcement of rotation, there's going to be a lot of cards that aren't available to play in Core Constructed anymore. But we know that fans want to play with those cards, right? So we're going to be introducing Infinity Constructed, and this will be a new format that makes sure that sets will never rotate out. And all your cards from any set will
That's
always
really
be
cool.
available to play in this organized play format.
Almost like a historic
We'll be
for
introducing
Magic
it
sort
at
of thing.
challenges later this year, and we're just really excited to get.
So it's gonna
people
so
playing in the
so
new format.
Infinity
great,
Constructed and
because
set rotations
everybody is
happen
so excited about
once
collecting these
Fabled
cards and
hits.
wanna
As
be
soon
able
as
to play
Fabled
them
hits,
in
then
a
those
format that
happen.
makes sense. And so
Until then,
Infinity's right
though,
there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like we said, it's a whole brand new way to play the game, but we're excited that no matter when you join Disney Lorcana as a new player or you've been around since the beginning, you're always going to have a way to play.
Awesome. And there will be like events that will be featuring that.
Yeah, at challenges, which spoil, we'll talk about those in a little bit, but at challenge events later this year, we'll be introducing it when rotation comes out and just keep building upon it for years to come.
That's great.
I
love that.
I dig it.
And everybody can
makes
play their own
sense.
cards however they want, whenever they want.
Because eventually you get to a
but,
point
know,
where,
it
like,
is to be able to have it in a
if there's
competitive
old
format
cards
too,
that break the
that's,
formats,
That's great.
or old
all
cards
the
that get
amazing things, right?
underpowered,
So we have
as
some
everything
news
goes
about
on.
some upcoming events that are coming in next few months here. Do you want to talk a little bit about the World Championship?
The World
that one
Championship.
event.
That one,
Yeah,
I know.
that
I said
one.
events.
Yeah,
but
events,
I really
but-
meant events.
events.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
singular.
Yeah, the one everyone's been waiting for. So, we're super excited that our World Championship will be held this year, June 28th and 29th at Walt Disney World Resort. It'll feature the top 28 players from around the world.
Top
that have
28
earned
players from
invites and
around
spots from
the
our
world.
previous challenges
Wow.
and championships last year. Now, we do know that fans were really hoping to join us for this event, and we would have loved that as well. But for this first World Championship, we really wanted to focus in on that player experience and making sure that they had a VIP treatment that they deserve from kind of competing in all these events.
I kind of like this, though.
Honestly, the expectations from season
honest
one
with you.
from all the fans coming out to the challenges really blew us away. And we need to kind of recalibrate those expectations. And we're still a growing team, right? We need to build up and make sure that we're kind of laying the foundation for events in years to come.
That's a really great point because you just got here, right? And so there's a lot of work to do for the future.
I kind of dig that,
the
though. I know
amount
there's a lot of
people
people
who
who
have
disagree with me with that,
participating
but
in
I
all these
kind of
events
like that
was
personally.
astounding.
I think
It's
that
crazy.
makes more
Like,
sense.
I was looking from the
Right.
outside in, and I
Especially
couldn't
for the
believe
big
amount of people
championship
that were
sort of
coming to
thing.
these events.
Like,
I can only
make it
imagine
just
what it was
be
like
for the
everyone
people that are
was
playing
actually
in it,
working on
and
them
then
during
put
that
this on
time.
Twitch, put it on YouTube,
yeah,
put it
we
on
have to build
TikTok,
up,
put
and
it on.
We're doing that rapidly, but I imagine in the next couple months here,
Your
we'll be
grandmother's
ready
Kindle,
to
right,
see all
whatever,
your smiling
right?
faces again and have fans at our events.
I love that. Right. Well, the community at home, though, you will be able to watch and pay attention to all the amazing stuff that is happening at the World Championship on June 28th and
that's me.
29th at the Walt Disney World Resort.
That's right. Yeah, for a World Championship level event, we need a world-class broadcast, right? So we're assembling an amazing team that we'll have on screen in a moment, and we're also making
we'll
sure
have on
that
screen in
the
a moment.
non-photo
All right, cool.
promo card, A Whole New World, is available to fans that are watching the broadcast. We'll have more details on exactly how to earn that card, but I think we...
Do you want me to show it? I was
Let's
like,
show
you
it.
saw me
Yeah, I
reaching
think
for
we
it. I
have
was
a
like,
way,
oh,
yeah.
you mean this card right here? Looks good,
Oh,
doesn't
that
it?
looks.
It's beautiful.
I know. That's gonna
Wow.
be amazing. I can't wait to get this card. So we'll have information about how to get this soon.
Yeah, there'll be a way to earn it. We'll
Damn,
we'll put
that
all
card,
the
dude.
details soon.
The
Just
cards
make
they've
sure
been
to be
showing
watching the
today have been
broadcast.
The broadcast is where it's all about. So yeah, tell us a little bit about what's going to be happening watching the World Championship on Twitch.
Yeah, so we have an amazing broadcast team with us. Rebecca Quest will be returning,
Okay.
which I feel like this wouldn't be a Disney Lorcana event without her. We have JDZ Quest.
Yeah, JDZ Quest. That's
Brandon
what
and
I
Liam
need to
will be
write down his
returning as
name,
well
'cause I wanna
from
make sure I follow
Volunteers
him.
And Let's Talk Lorcana, and then the Lorcana villain himself will also be coming out to this event. So those 5 people alone, we think that's a world-class
Liam was on, like,
team,
the
and we're
first
really
Lorecast,
excited
if I remember
to
correctly.
see them kind of cap this year and this season.
Lorcana
That's
villain.
fantastic, though. I can't wait
That's
to watch along with everybody else, and
That's
we'll be,
funny.
following each of the plays that people are making.
Yeah, we're very excited for it, and I think it's going to be a great show. We have a lot of details being announced on that broadcast, such as when the next challenge season will begin and kind of what the
Ooh,
schedule for that
okay.
will be. So, now that rotation is out, we're actually going to be aligning the challenge season with the rotation season. So
that makes
there'll be a
sense.
little bit more clarity around
Oh,
when that
that's really
schedule is
cool.
for players, and we're
Because
excited
then it
to
will
kinda
set
announce those details.
everything
I know
up, so
you
there's
and
no
the rest of the
questions
team who
about
have
it.
been
It's
working
just
hard on
boom.
all these
That's
competitive events,
that's what
for
it
the
is.
past and now for the future.
Ah,
We're
okay.
really excited about announcing the next chapter of competitive events at Worlds. So
Great
stay
way to
tuned.
put it,
Stay
Greg.
tuned to watch
Yep.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Great, awesome. Well, that is really, really exciting. I can't wait to learn
Good-
more.
good- a good
when
cast
we
there, it
watch
looks like,
at
as well.
Worlds. Thanks a lot, Coop, for being out here and joining this amazing team and flying up and being, bringing the nice weather with you.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks, Coop. I want to bring back on Elaine.
Elaine.
It's like you were just here.
It feels like it's been a lifetime, Greg, really. It's been so long since I last saw you.
Did you win the Pack Rush game that you were playing over there?
I did.
Nice,
Yeah.
excellent. All right, well done. One cool thing that you've been talking about is that there's been a wonderful amount of play happening with Arcasia's Island,
That's right.
including
Arcasia's,
all the pets,
it-
all the amazing
I remember
cats.
hearing
cats. I know, that's what I was trying to lead you into.
they said
talking about cats
Arceus
again.
a long
There are
time ago,
many
and I've been
cats.
saying
There are so
Arceus
much
ever
fun.
since.
And
And then they
there's
just
so
keep
much
saying
innovative
different
deck
names.
building that's going on right
right,
now.
with the dual inks.
Yeah, the dual inks, and there's all kinds of new deck types that are happening. But a part of the reason why we've been able to really open up the environment like this.
Dual
is
Links was really
because
cool.
We
It was
just
only
had
a matter of
glow
time.
up moment.
Right.
We just banned a couple of cards for the first time.
That's
right?
true. Just
yeah.
a few weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah,
so
just a few weeks
Bam.
ago.
I was thinking about when we were talking about this that this is really kind of feels like another next chapter moment where we're becoming a real boy.
I wonder how
Yeah,
bans
we're-
will
we're
affect
coming
set
into our own,
rotation.
right?
Yeah.
Between
Right.
rotation and card bannings, like these are things that a mature TCG does to help curate the play environment.
Yeah.
To make sure it's fun, to make sure it's open, to make sure it spurs innovation, right? And really just makes it the best experience.
Because I
for
mean,
our players,
eventually,
right? I like
there's
to
no
say
point
that
of having
a game
ban
design
like
team
a certain ban
doesn't
if the rotation
have any
is
bans
out,
at
right?
all, they're not pushing hard enough, right? Like you got to push the edges a little bit. And if
Yeah.
you play it too safe, right? There's no bans at all. So the best play environments to me are ones where you have to ban a few cards every once in a while. Like we want to make sure, we don't want to get to a world where we're banning tons of cards all the time.
Okay.
But just a couple of them here and there, just to curate that play environment, to make sure it's the best it possibly can be. Like that's when you hit the sweet spot.
And to make it more fun for
Yeah.
everybody, right?
Yeah,
To have more
exactly.
variety, have more innovation, have new deck strategies be viable, and feel
That
like
should
they
be-
can compete at the highest level.
That's
so
exact- that's
what it
exactly
is.
right.
It's another moment where we're listening
Yeah.
to the community and making sure that.
I
they know
agree,
that
but I
we are
don't
paying
agree.
attention to
I agree,
everything
but
that
I
they're
don't
doing,
agree.
From their game stores to their family games.
That's
at
exactly
home.
right. And it's important
Because
to note,
people,
we talked about
there's
Infinity
a
Constructed
difference
earlier.
between
Yeah.
Infinity Constructed will have its own separate banned list, right? And so there'll be lots of ways for people to play
See.
all the kinds of decks that they want to.
So
and
we're gonna-
lots
we're gonna
of
have two different
opportunity
ban
for
lists.
Cool new deck building innovation
Okay.
across all these different formats.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, and we'll do a really good job of making sure we're communicating all those different ways to play, all those different formats. Again, I mentioned the Discord, but sign up, join that, and
Two
join the
different lists is
community and the
interesting.
conversation
That's gonna be-
around, all the
okay.
fun stuff that's playing, and we'll make sure that it is as fun and engaging for you as we can.
Yeah, that's right.
That's awesome.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks, Elaine.
Thank you, Greg.
I can't wait to now talk about, you mentioned the Reign
Okay,
of
there
Jafar
we go.
pre-release. It's coming very soon.
It is.
I'm going to bring back on Naomi to
Sounds
talk all
good.
about Reign of Jafar.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Elaine.
All right.
Jafar! Awesome. Well, yes, it is time for,
Time for the
The
Reign of
Reign
Jafar.
of Jafar, set A.
this guy. Look at
That's
this
such
guy.
a dope. That's
Check
such
him
a dope
out.
Oh,
art,
it's beautiful.
artwork.
It's his crown, his realm.
His crown, his realm. Nice brand touch. It's very good.
His crown,
stealing your
his
thunder.
realm.
Talk a little bit about what is exciting about this amazing set.
Are we gonna get a
So
trailer
in
for this?
Arcasia's Island, we met Arcasia.
Arcasia.
We learned about dual ink
See,
casting.
they said
we met some
Arceus
cute and
in
adorable
one of the
animal critter
tournament
glimmers.
things.
And in that, behind the scenes, Jafar has been putting together his schemes
The whole time?
the whole entire time. You
what a
didn't see it
jerk.
coming. The sharp eagle-eyed fans, they did see it coming. But he has now.
You didn't see it, but they
He has
did.
now officially reforged
Yep.
the Hexwell crown, which fans will recognize as something that Ursula used in the Illuminator's Quest Deep
Yep.
Trouble, as well as Ursula's Return.
Yeah.
That gave her phenomenal power. And now that Jafar has now reforged this, he has this power and he has taken over Arcasia's beautiful island. The green, the lushness, the cute animal critters. Nothing bad has happened. No animals were harmed in the making of that set. But now Jafar has taken over, and instead of the lush, beautiful green, we're seeing sandy dunes and desert. It's a huge contrast. And he has made his palace as opulent. You know, it's Jafar. He's going all out with the gold, all these cool details. He's got sand snakes. Like, he's sitting pretty.
The sand
like,
snakes look sick.
Sand snakes, yeah. A lot of fun details.
They look
he's
sick.
created illusions.
I hate
and
snakes
he's doing all of this.
personally,
He's setting up
but like
obstacles,
the design
now
of
as
them
well to
and the idea
protect
of them
his
being
crown.
sand
He's gonna
snakes
keep a close
and like
eye on them.
illusions
You mentioned
is
the red.
really
I
cool.
mean, you can really see that in all the packaging,
pops.
all of the card booster packs.
Yes.
Especially
They
from
look
going
amazing,
They
right?
look
from
good, and that's a
Yeah.
huge shout
Going
out to
from
our packaging team led by
the,
Sophia Shimomura, who we
like
called
the
out before.
tannish
Shout out Sophia!
sandy color to now a bright
But
red
they've
is
taken elements of the narrative, so the illusions with the sand, and then of course you can't have a Jafar set without some scarabs as well. So little hints of that in the packaging, and everything turned out so beautiful. This is the first time, like you said, we're using red, and I see
I know, right?
You're
You should
ahead
be
of this. I love this. You're
preloading.
ready to go.
Yeah, right.
But this is the first time we have
Preloading.
red as kind of that focal.
Palace
It is
Heist.
that red focal color.
That
Love
is
the
sick
red,
looking.
The red and gold. It pops
red
so
and
much.
gold.
It does pop.
Beautiful.
So this is because it's the culmination of a second arc here. We
Yes.
have another Lumineers quest.
We have another Lumineers quest. We're
Palace Heist.
Palace Heist.
Yeah, we're very excited about this. We've taken a lot of feedback from you, the fans, and the community based off of the Lumineers Quest
okay.
Deep Trouble that came out with Ursula's Return. We have heard your requests, we have heard your feedback, and as you see here, we have a box where you can put all your components, all your game pieces
I
back
do
in,
like
and
that.
you can store it. You can put it on your shelf. You can take it out whenever you want to
I
play
like
with family
that.
and friends. This was, one of.
Oh,
I
there's
love
actually-
keep bringing out the components.
I know, 'cause
it
they
just
look
keeps
so
giving.
good.
There's more and more.
I love 'em.
That was a-
and yeah, you see the beautiful card back design
Okay, so
for
Bolt
Jafar's
was in one of
scenario
them.
deck that we have in here. Just a lot of really great features, and the biggest feature here.
It's
real
cardboard, people.
game board.
A game board for
We got
Jafar.
it for real.
Oh, that's
Not a
sick.
paper playmat.
It's not that, right? Look, and the artwork
the
is
art
nice
on
on
the
the
back,
back.
right?
Oh.
Can I say Ravensburger has some of the best boxes in the business?
Oh, yeah.
They are just amazing.
Details everywhere.
Details.
That's
it's
sick.
so good.
The
I
attention
know, right?
to detail.
I love it. So you can play this
I really like
cooperatively.
that as someone who
This
has
is our
like all my
cooperative
stuff
game
is up
for
here for
Lumineers
Lorcana.
Quest, and
However, though my
as
Lumineers Quest
opposed
box is
to
like down
the
here somewhere.
Lumineers Quest that
Like,
came out with Ursula's Return Deep
Okay.
Trouble, instead of fighting a big bad, you're not fighting Ursula directly, or you're not fighting Jafar directly in this case.
Oh.
You're pulling off a heist. So he has his crown. We need to take that crown from him. So you're working together with your family and friends. You could do it yourself if you wanted. Good luck. And you're stealing the crown back and forth from each other. And it's just a really fun new way to play.
Wait.
It's something new that we're doing with the cooperative games.
Interesting.
And Lumineers Quest are really great in that it helps to bring people together. You play
We're-
together, and it's just something that we hope to
cool.
reiterate on.
I'll
all
have to.
the
I'll have to
Lumineers
get.
Quest as well.
I can't wait to get it so I can actually see it
Again, the
more.
components
Right.
just look so
They're
amazing.
beautiful.
Right.
We got
Just
tough
like
boxes for the
the
players.
wording there
Yeah.
just was a
We've
little
got some
confusing,
real,
just enough
cardboard
confusing
chips
enough
for
for me.
Good stuff. The scenario deck in here is fantastic. I can't wait to play that. You want to play it later?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
I
I
love
think
this.
we'll get into it.
And then we'll watch you actually store all the components
In
away,
one
because now
box?
you
Wait,
can.
what? No, we can?
You can.
No.
Look, the board
No.
fits in. Look at this.
Oh my God.
Can
Shan,
they
what?
release? If they sold, I'm gonna throw this out there now. If they sold,
Wow, I want to put this on my shelf.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
if-
Ready
just
to
like this.
display.
Great. Oh, you want to play?
Display and
Oh, I'll just
play.
take it off
if
the
they
shelf.
sold this
All right, I love that. That's so great.
now for the
good stuff
Ursula
all
one,
around,
do the exact same thing.
but
Just
of
sell the
course,
box.
There are also
buy one.
amazing cards that we want to
I'll buy
preview
one.
for you
All
here.
right,
All right, here's some cards.
All
Let's see
right,
some
we're going to
cards.
start off with the man himself.
The man himself.
Check
a
it out.
boom.
You cannot.
Jafar.
5 uninkable, 4/4, 3 lore. Whenever it quests me, draw a
should be
card and
like,
choose and discard it. If it's a
Jafar
creature,
is
discard
so
it.
mean.
Oh,
The villain we love to
Oh.
hate. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, yeah. Like we love this
Oh,
card
the
so
High
much. So
Sultan
it looks
of
familiar, right? This is
Lorcana.
the set art, and it's just something that's absolutely spectacular.
That's sick.
Christian Romero did an amazing job with the art. Yeah, this is something
That's
very
cool.
beautiful that we want to add not only to play but to collect.
that's cool.
It's so, and then there's snakes, a
The
lot of
snake- the
snakes.
sand snakes.
Oh, can't
That's
believe it.
cool.
But he has some illusions at his
Yeah.
beck and call.
Magic
He does.
carpet.
He creates these illusions
Phantom
to help
rug,
protect
3
him and
inkable
his
for a
crown.
2/4, has
So
vanish.
here we have an illusion of
And
the
upon
magic
chooses this
carpet.
this
Very
character
beautiful.
for
You
an
see the
action to
sand
banish them.
swirls. It's very
2,
So it's
when
not actually the
your
magic carpet,
other
it's an
illusion
illusion.
characters gain
Illusion of
Challenger
magic.
1.
Okay, I understand now. Oof. But that's fun that he gets to control these.
Yes, yeah. This is
Okay.
his way of kind of taking
When an opponent
what
chooses
he
this
knows and what he's
character
good
for
at,
an
and
action and
he's
banish
making sure
them.
he's using all his tools and powers to try to defeat the Illuminators and Glimmers that are trying to take that crown from him.
And sometimes it works better to have illusionary servants rather than the real thing.
Oh, yeah.
As you
Yeah.
can tell. From this
Palace Guard.
The
One
Palace
inkable
Guard,
for
yes,
1/4
that's definitely something
for
that's
1
needed. You
lore.
see, there's a cool
And has
little
vanish.
image in the
Ooh.
background there.
Yeah.
We'll let
Look at the
we'll
beetle.
let the fans
Look at the beetle thing.
kind of parse out those details.
Yo,
But
that
a
beetle
lot of
thing's
fun
cool
imagery,
looking.
A lot of fun creatures, a lot of fun illusions.
Yo,
that
that
are
beetle
created for the
thing was
set
cool
That
looking.
we're excited for the
Show me
fans
the beetle.
to take a peek at.
And I love
Show me the beetle
flavor text
card.
here. All of the power of the normal guards with none of the insolence.
That's
Jafar
funny.
doesn't like insolence.
He
so
really is. He's
It's
not-
very
he's-
its own character for Jafar.
He's
That's
against
funny.
insolence.
I dig this set right now. This set looks cool.
It's not one of his strong suits. All right. Well, we got some of the villains and the hench illusions out there, but we also
What
have
else
some
do we-
heroines.
We have heroines. We
Yeah.
have
Penelope von
She's
Schweetz.
driving through
2
all these crazy
inkable for a
obstacles that Jafar
3/1
has put in.
with
And
evasive
there's laser
for 1
snakes.
lore.
That's my favorite part of this card. There's laser snakes.
Laser
There's
snakes.
Laser snakes.
Laser snakes.
Oh man, I mean lasers and snakes.
I feel like
are
we've
bad.
gotten a
Put them together.
lot
Yeah, it's pretty special.
Not good. But
of
they might be able
Penelope
to
von
toast
Schweetz.
some of the marshmallow
Recently.
So it
On a
might make
go-kart,
3-1
as she's driving
also
down.
is
yeah, it might make it a
insane.
little bit more tasty. I don't know. We'll see.
But as evasive, so.
That's awesome. I can't
Penelope
wait to
von
see her
Schweetz.
played. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff.
I
All
feel
right.
like there's been
well,
a
and then
lot
of course
of
we have
characters from
because
Wreck-It
it's
Ralph,
of the same
recently.
property, perhaps.
Yes.
Oh,
we
Jasmine.
have Jasmine
4
here and
inkable
her
for a
beautiful
2/5
beautiful
with
cape.
shift
I
2.
want that.
1
I really
lore.
wanna
When his
make
quest,
that
look at the
somehow.
top 3 cards you
Ooh.
get.
And
That
there's
is
a
a villain
fan that's reaching
ally.
out. We don't know who that is, but yeah, let us know who you think that is.
Okay, well, we'll see. I don't know.
wonder who it
We'll
is.
be able to figure that out. But we also have one more heroine I want to show
One
off.
more. Look how
Heroine.
Oh,
beautiful.
legendary.
Heroine.
5
Legendary
inkable
hair.
for a
Oh,
2/5.
It took
2
me
lore
so long.
evasive.
No,
When a
you
quest
got it
chosen
immediately.
opposing
Like, that was
character
not funny.
can't quest
That's why
during
we're
their
not
next
laughing.
turn. Oh, that's pretty sick. I like that. That's a solid Rapunzel.
But this is our legendary Rapunzel, the high climber.
I
She's
dig
got
the
a lot of
Rapunzel
hair,
card.
And of course, we know
I
she
actually
uses
really like
to
that.
swing and do a lot of fun things. And
So when
here
she
she's
quests, you
climbing,
can just
she's using that
shut
hair.
down an opponent
I'm
from questing
trying to grow
with
my
someone.
hair out that long. We'll see how
You'll
that
get
works
there.
out.
You'll get
One
there.
day,
One
one
day.
day.
Yeah,
I
right.
am hopeful.
Yeah.
But this turned out so beautiful.
I like it.
And yeah, this is just, it speaks
So I
more
like how
and
the
more
art goes
to all the
into the
details
background
that
of the,
our creative
text
team
box.
and our card
That's
art
cool.
development team has really been putting together. And working together with the Disney team on, so we're very excited about how beautiful this turned out.
We'll
Yeah,
check
that's
back
a-
in next
that's a-
time we do one of these.
that's
to
a
see
cool
how
card.
long
I
your
like
hair
it.
has grown
Yeah,
since
we'll
then.
measure that out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
I like
right.
it.
We'll make sure it's an
I like
ongoing
that
thing.
card.
But of course, those are one version of those cards, but we also have enchanted versions.
Enchanted, look how beautiful. We have our Jasmine Steady Strategist Enchanted card. Ooh. Yes, this art is absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favorite
that's
pieces.
one of my
gorgeous.
Yeah, one of the favorite enchanted art pieces. Mike Valancourt and his team did
That's
a really great job of
gorgeous.
taking those elements again from the set. So we have some sand inspiration, the hourglass inspiration that we know is really pivotal and key
Yeah,
for
no,
Jafar's
that's-
story. And taking all those elements and making something truly magical and beautiful for the
That's
set.
gorgeous.
And there's scarabs. Look, you can see scarabs.
I know, the scarabs are flying. You got the gold details. It's very nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, I
looking
actually
for that
really like
card for
that.
sure.
Yes.
But we got these properties, which have been in Disney Lorcana TCG before, but we
Yes.
also have some new,
New ones? Who we got?
properties.
We got
got?
a new property. Little did
property?
you know that we had cute, adorable woodland creatures in the background.
Woodland creatures.
Woodland creatures.
It's
Woodland
from
creatures.
Bambi.
It's from Bambi.
Oh, that
Bambi?
makes sense.
They're so
Look
cute.
how cute they are.
Bambi, Flower, and Thumper. 232,
We love the
232.
audience. We love you
Yeah,
guys.
thank
Chosen,
you so
whatever
much.
this
You guys
is.
knew what we were going to be showing, so
Thumper's
It's like
funny.
we knew.
it's like they do. It's like they
Okay.
worked on these cards.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, that's
But
All
I
these
feel
are
like
solid
this is
cards.
A really great bridge between Arcasia's Island, where we first introduced.
Like,
these
actually,
cute
all
lovely
3 of those
critters.
cards are solid.
And then you see in the card art that you see more of those sand. Again, Jafar's kind of influences coming through, and you see Thumper.
Sand
putting
on
up
the
his
left, sand on
hiding
the
post.
left.
He's
Sand
ready
all
to
around
take on
Thumper.
Jafar. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He won't take that.
He won't take any of that. Yeah.
So we're excited for players to love seeing Bambi for the
Okay.
first time, and then adding those cards to their decks.
Sweet. All right. Well, I'm going to add that to my cat and skunk deck that I'm working on.
Love this.
Awesome.
Best
All right.
theme ever.
Yeah. And then we also have some really loyal characters showing up as some promotional
Ludo.
cards. So yeah, what can you tell us
Oh,
about
whoa,
Ludo
Happy
here?
Helper.
Tried and true.
Tried and true. So
Well, this
during
character
all
has no
of Jafar's
damage. He gets
shenanigans,
+2
we
against
still have
support.
Pluto here at our side, always
Why is it
loyal, always
red?
tried and true. You'll see here on this promo card that there's some red highlights
Yeah, why
and
is it
details,
red?
and
Red
even
highlights.
do you guys see that there's like a snake outline here? It's really
In the
really
background,
cool. That's
yes.
something that's made special for these promo cards that you can get at select Ravensburger
It says
sponsored
6,
events
2,
and
7 for
So
2.
cool. All right, well, people are going
really
to
cool.
want to get their
Interesting.
hands on this.
Absolutely.
But I know you're very excited about this next one.
so excited.
Right? Are we going to...
Pull the lever.
Pull the lever.
I love Emperor's New Game,
That's
so when we saw that this
awesome.
was the pre-release
Draw
event
2,
promo,
each opponent
when you
chooses
go
and
to
discards a card.
participate in a
Cool.
pre-release event for Reign of Jafar, this is the amazing
That's
promo
the card
that
you have for the
will
pre-release?
receive. It's
That's
so good.
cool.
Look at
That's
it's
actually really
You
cool.
can't help but hear that in her voice.
Pull the lever.
So-
I know.
Yeah.
And my house rule is that whenever you play this card, you have to say it just like you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll
Yeah,
the
right.
lever.
I love it.
And
It's
if
very
you
good.
don't, you can't play it. You
That's
can't.
cool.
Yeah, that's the rule.
That's
cool.
cool.
All
I
right.
like that.
I also love that it's dual ink. We're
It
bringing
is
lots of dual
Link,
inks
yeah,
here.
where we
Yeah, and it has the
introduced
snake
dual
symbol in the
casting
background.
in the last set, and we're blowing
Dual
it
ink
out even
is
more in
dual
set.
ink is cool.
Love it.
I just hope that they
All right,
don't
we got
overdo
another
dual ink.
fun promo, which plays on a classic character.
Look how pretty she is.
Minnie Mouse
Mini
Daring
Daring
Defender.
Defender.
She is kicking some
4,
butt in this one.
4
She is, and she's
inkable for
catching those
0,
cute little
8 with
critters that are always-
bodyguard
they're everywhere. The cute
for
little
1
critters
lore.
are everywhere. You
This
might
character
not
gets
see them,
plus
but they're
1
everywhere.
strength for each 1 damage on
And
her.
then you see that she's protecting them from Jafar, Stand, Influence
Interesting.
again.
So she
again, a lot of
technically
great
could be like a
thematic
7/1.
thematic teams.
Technically.
Thematic ties that our teams are putting
Right.
together in all the
That's
cards.
kinda cool.
You see where I was trying to go with that.
I do. I like thematic teams too.
Thematic
Like,
teams.
we make a lot of
Yeah,
thematic
yeah, we
teams
do
around
have a
here.
theme team, so shout out to James Watson.
That's
kind
kinda
of
cool. I wonder if you could.
Ooh, big team.
So you can also ping her and just get her
but
up
this
too.
is our buy
right?
a box promo. So you buy
Buy a
a
box
booster display
promo?
box and you
Ooh.
receive this promo.
That's amazing.
That's pretty sick.
I have a baby bunny in my backyard right now, and I would defend it just like Minnie.
I would defend it.
Love that. Awesome. All right, we have another
Look
pet
how
Lady.
pretty. Yeah,
1
so
inkable
again,
for a
continuing
0/3.
the cute and the
Whenever
cuddly.
you play this
We had to
character,
bring
this
in
character
Lady.
gets plus
She's
1
so
strength this
pretty.
turn.
And yeah,
While this
again,
character has
more
3
on
strength
the,
or more, she
Jafar
gains.
details
Oh,
that you
she
get
gets
on
plus
this
2
promo
lore.
card. This is going to be a
Cool.
weekly play promo, 1 of 3, which I know you've got the
Cool.
2
I got
ones
two.
over there,
Alright.
so we're going to go through all of them.
right.
But these are ones that you can get in your weekly
they-
store
so if
play,
you can get it up
and
to-
we're
if you
excited
can
to
get her
see
up to
people
3
play for these and
strength.
add these to their deck.
She
I
gains.
love
She
that.
has
I love that.
3 lore.
She is
Cool.
a decisive dog.
She is a decisive dog.
Everyone
that's
knows
right.
that.
Decisive
Yep,
dog.
yep, that's
exactly.
right.
All right, yeah, and we do have another one.
We had to do Aladdin. Look how cool his
6
outfit-
inkable
that's so cool.
for a 1/9 with
cool.
bodyguard.
Very cool.
And
Trying
every
to
one of your
defy
allies' quests you may
Jafar.
remove 2
Exactly.
damage
He's
from
not
this
going down without
character.
a fight,
It has
and
1
then you
lore.
can see
That's a
in
cool
the
card.
background. Can you see on that side of the card?
I can.
Can you?
No.
There's some silhouettes of other characters, so those kind of Easter eggs and
Yeah, no,
nuggets
that's cool.
as the teams are working together.
A
Our narrative
1/9.
team, our game design team, our creative teams, they really work together hand in hand.
Big,
and how
strong
do we
boy.
put these Easter eggs of the narrative of the story really make that sing together in the card art?
Or I
So
guess big
a lot of
tough
fun
boy.
Easter eggs for
More than
fans
big
to find.
strong boy.
A
Big tough
1/9
boy.
card with bodyguard.
That's
going to be
intense.
important.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right, can't wait to see the decks and how that's used.
Tell you what,
All right, we
chunk-
got one
to
more.
chunk him
really
down.
fun.
Patch.
I know we
Oh,
all love dogs,
Patch.
so this one.
1
we have
uninkable
to-
for a
we have to
0/2
showcase
with
here. And
ward.
again, speaking to the details
Well, you
that
have
get,
another
see
puppy
Jafar's
character and play this
palace in
character
the
gains
far
plus 1
corner.
lore.
Yeah.
And
All
there's
right,
a
so
lot
you
of
can
sand
get up to
for the dog
2.
to play with, so
That's
obviously they
it.
love digging. So we're just like, this is so
All
cool.
right.
This is quintessentially a
Cool.
dog, and this
wanna-
is Patch.
I want to recruit Patch for our Palace Heist.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Right
I like
into
it.
the thing, and then I wish our dog was here so that they can
I
interact
know.
with.
She was here a second ago.
Oh, darn it. All
I
right,
don't
well,
know.
we'll get them to play later.
Okay.
Patch and the dog. Awesome. All right. Well,
dig
that's
it.
some amazing stuff happening for Reign of Jafar. We've got even more exciting news and more cards to preview all around the community, especially on our Discord and on our Twitch channel. So please sign up for the Discord. Watch on Twitch. We'll be previewing a whole bunch of Reign of Jafar cards as we get closer to the release.
Okay.
Soon, end
I
of the
know,
month.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right. Well, we've talked about sets 8. We've talked about set 9.
Come on, hit me with it.
We
Set
haven't said
10.
anything about set
10.
10?
Hit it.
Yeah.
Not
All right.
much.
Well,
Just
I
hit
think
the-
maybe we
hit the
should-
name.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Hit the name.
I
I mean,
think we
you're the
should show
director of communications,
All right,
so-
well, for now, yeah, we'll have our set art for the next set coming in set 10.
That looks
This
wild.
is going to be Q4 2025.
Whispers
well.
in the
It's
well.
not too scary, we promise.
I love the
But
name.
we are meeting some new
Whispers
types
in
of whispers.
the
Whispers
well.
are a new ethereal type of glimmer that
Okay.
we have discovered somewhere in the Great Illuminary. So in in this set, there's a mystery that surrounds where these whispers came from. Why are they here? How did they get here? And that's
Interesting.
a
That's-
adventure that we're
okay.
excited to embark on with all of you in Q4 2025. And for this set, we are happy and excited to announce that there are 2 properties that we're sharing right now. One is one that we shared at D23 last year. The Black Cauldron feels like it'd be
Black
a really
Cauldron
good
is in?
property.
Okay, sick.
to
Oh,
include
that's
here.
awesome.
Black Cauldron,
I know,
right?
right?
Yeah.
I love fantasy.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
perfect,
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
It's going to be really
So that's
fun.
why Mickey's like doing his investigating here.
investigating,
He's trying to light his
yeah.
path, light your path.
Light your,
My
your
path?
Your
Your
path.
path. Oh,
Our
my-
path.
Light
Okay.
your path.
And what else do we
We
got?
like
What's the
paths
second one?
together.
Or are they not going to give us the second one?
We got to workshop
That's
that.
me.
We're going to
It's
workshop.
sweet.
And then another one that we're really excited to announce is gargoyles. That's one that so many fans
Sick.
asked about. Gargoyles, you
Gargoyles.
guys.
That's actually sick. What? Yo, that's
That was
cool.
cool.
That's
That's
exciting.
very cool.
Wow.
Gargoyle
More
deck.
information to come in the future, but
100%
gargoyles
gonna
and
be
Black
making a
Cauldron.
gargoyle
All
deck.
right, this is coming
Very, very
Q4
fun.
2025.
Q4.
Yeah.
Look for it.
It's going to be
fun.
like right
Yeah.
before
Right,
Christmas.
So
Like,
many thematic elements in here.
Thematic.
I like
Check
it.
out. Check it out.
I like it.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's a lot of new properties. We've
lot of
talked
new
a lot
stuff,
about new
yeah.
properties.
Yeah, a lot of new
I'm
properties,
checking
actually,
online
right?
all of
One,
the social
two,
media.
three,
People are
four.
always asking. There's this one account that's always asking about a specific character. Is it in Disney Lorcana yet? Is it in Disney Lorcana yet? And we just want to say, please stop asking over and over again. Is it going to be in? But maybe in 2026 we might be able to.
Let's get dangerous.
Dangerous. Dramatic, yes.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck in 2022. That's hold on a
That's right.
second.
2026. Maybe we'll see some Darkwing Duck. We'll see.
2026.
This is going to be fantastic. This is amazing.
Darkwing
So
Duck.
much amazing stuff
Yes, I'm
happening
taking
in
notes right
Disney
now,
Lorcana TCG.
just so I can hit
Thank
on
you so much
everything
for
at the
going
very
on
end
this
there.
journey with us in the next chapter. Thank you, Naomi. Give
thank
it
you,
up. Shout out to
Greg.
Naomi.
Thank you to the team. Shout
You
out
talk-
to Greg as well, you
Oh,
guys.
no. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. The fun doesn't stop here. We are going to be talking more about everything that we just learned on our Twitch. I'm going to take a little break and get to there. Please join our Discord, join the community. Let us know what you think about all the amazing things that you learned about because it's super fun. There's so
Okay.
many
So much
more fun
fun.
things happening. We are getting dangerous. We're whispering. It's super fun. We love it.
There's whispers, there's wells, there's a lot of fun things.
Yeah,
There's
right.
whispers, there's
Thank you all
wells,
for
there's a lot of
watching
fun
and being a
things.
big part of it. Thank you
Okay,
all
cool.
for being in here. We're the best. I'm going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
All right. So during this is where I'll wrap up from me. So if you do want to see it on Twitch, it's probably still on Twitch. Things though, I wanted a lot of what I got. Honestly, we learned a decent bit about Reign of Jafar. The palace heist seems cool. I'm interested to see how it plays. When they were saying that you're not fighting Jafar, you're trying to steal the crown. That seems very interesting, and I can't wait to see how that plays out fully. Bambi being added to the set is a nice addition. So that's the first thing there that I wanted to hit on. Bands, I feel like, is interesting because they're going to have two different lists for bands. But the one thing I did want to say that I thought was interesting was the way they worded it. Because they were like, we want to add bands because it's going to help add... or it's going to help people become more creative with stuff. And it's one of those things, like, you never see... Like, I don't want to say you never. You rarely see creative stuff with card games after a little while because it's always the same traditional things that people do, and they always do the same thing. They always try to build the same way. People change it or add a little twist to it, but it's all basically the same thing in the end. It's one of the big ones that I dislike about like MTG Arena is I can sit down and play MTG Arena for like a couple hours and see 3 decks, and like that's it, right? So bans are cool. I'm interested to see how they're going to do bans. But it doesn't, just because you're banning cards doesn't mean that you're going to fully change how people play the game. Worlds is awesome. I was saying myself, I liked the fact that it was going to be just players, just the people in it, right? Also, I love that he's wearing a Powerline jacket now, and the glasses. I like the fact that it's only the people playing in the championship because then it allows them to focus and they don't need to worry about the people being there. Obviously, it'd be cool to have people there, but that's just me. I think it's kind of cool doing that and then just streaming it on Twitch and having it on everything. Fabled, a lot with Fabled, and I feel like this is the big one, and this is why it was a lot talked about, which kind of, I don't want to say it sucks, it kind of hurts because Reign of Jafar comes out at the end of the month, and they spent 30 minutes of this talking about Fabled and all the stuff coming with Fabled, because they're doing set rotations, because they're doing new rarities, because they're doing all these things with Fabled. They had to hype up Fabled so much, and it kind of, to me, it felt like Reign of Jafar was a little bit on the back burner of what we were talking about, even though that's the newest set coming out, right? However, though, Fabled looks awesome. Goofy Movie being there, as you can see with the power line jacket that our boy here, JDZ, is wearing. What do they have here? Special guest cards. I forgot what they were referring to them as, but Magic refers to them as special guests. Very interesting. They're bringing them back in, and it's a main way just to have cards re-entered into the series that are common cards people like, cards people want, coming back in. So when the set rotation happens and the first 4 sets come out, you can get those set 4 cards, at least some of them, in the other sets later on. That's kind of cool to see. That's only for set rotations, only for tournaments and constructed. Sets 1 through 4 are out. And then there's Infinity, which is just a historic standard set, like a historic set. New rarities, Epic. Epic comes in right after Legendary and right before Enchanted, and those will be more common than Enchanteds, but less common than Legendaries. And then there's an Iconic, and they said there was only 2. It's Minnie and Mickey for Fabled. Those are going to be the new peak. What everyone wants is the Iconic cards. And then they give us a look at set 10, which I was really excited about. Whispers in the Well. Sick name. First off, sick name. Black Cauldron and Gargoyles being in it. I'm very excited about this, more so than ever now, because I want to make a Gargoyle deck. Now it's happening. And then 2026 Darkwing Duck is cool. That's what I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys thought of this, and kind of a new format kind of thing that they did with this, compared to like the Lorecast, or compared to like the little special pre-recorded announcement videos. What did you guys think of this? What are you excited for? What did I miss? What do you think I'm wrong about? What do you think? I would love to know from the community, from everyone. What do you guys think, right? Let me know down in the comments down below, right? And as always, depending on where you are, morning, afternoon, even night, stay safe, and we'll talk to y'all later. Okay, bye. I'm just saying right now, though, if they re-release or not even re-release, if they just make the box for the Ursula quest there, I'll buy it. Because I would love to have that. Like something like that for this with the Palace Ice. Yes. Give me it now, baby.